the Tyler Robinson trial in the murder of Charlie Kirk, and Joe Kent, former head of counterterrorism for the U.S. This is the Charlie Kirk issue all around is something I've been avoiding like the plague, because obviously it's a very hot topic issue, and there's a lot of real fiery conspiracy theories flowing around this. I've been following those, but just haven't had a commentary on them yet. Joe Kent is getting a lot of media right now because on several different podcasts, he's talked about being willing to testify in the Tyler Robinson trial. Now, there's some that took this and used it as a statement that he is going to testify. At the time of this recording, on Friday, what is the day today? March 23rd, I don't know the date today. He has not been verified as someone who's going to show up. What he has said is he would be willing to testify even if it benefited the defense in this case. Now, he's not saying that Tyler Robinson didn't do it. In several interviews, he said he trusts the evidence they have against him. What he's questioning is whether it was investigated enough. If we eliminated the possibility there was a second shooter, if we eliminated the possibility that there could have been some outside influence. He's mentioning specifically that his section, counterterrorism, had some trails that they felt they needed to investigate, but they were stopped by the DOJ and the FBI from continuing their investigation. So he's not saying Robinson didn't do it. He's not saying there absolutely was any outside influence, but he's saying the investigation was not allowed to follow its course and eliminate all possible trails there. So when you look at conspiracy theories around this, when it comes to outside influence, it's all over the board. You can pick whatever one you want. Some claim Russia was involved. Some claim Israel. Some claim Iran, which doesn't quite make sense because Kirk was against military involvement in Iran, I believe. The administration itself, there's theories came out of there. Even his ex-wife, Erica Kirk, is part of these conspiracy theories as someone involved in it. One of the other things Joe Kent said when he was looking at this is there did seem to be, again, they weren't allowed to fulfill investigations here, some people with pre-knowledge of the shooting outside of Tyler Robinson. Now, obviously, in this case, only one shot was fired. So if there were two shooters, only one of them fired the shot. So the question would be, was it Tyler Robinson who fired the shot? If there were two, who was this other one? Might they have been associated with? That's why he's pushing, saying there should have been further investigation in it. Now, a lot of these conspiracy theories get fueled, and you can imagine Joe Kent's statements are going to fuel all of them. People will take unsubstantiated claims or rumors, especially things they hear on podcasts or see spreading around the internet, and just accept it as fact and use that as the basis for their theory. And once you've done that, anything else, no matter how unsubstantiated it is, if it fits the theory you already have, you'll suck it right in to your theory. And so you feel like you have a whole lot of evidence that creates suspicion around this, when a good chunk of your evidence is not officially recognized, is unsubstantiated, may have come from X or Reddit or somewhere else, people just making assumptions and making things up. Did the same thing if you followed the Bryan Kohberger case. People with theories there will take unsubstantiated things and accept them as fact to support their theories, which is why their theories will continue perpetually over time. So this is something that's going on right now. It got on my radar especially because this is kind of local to me, because I live in the district where Joe Kent ran for Congress in the last election. And a really interesting primary there, because there were 3 different Republicans running in that. Oh my God, I just drew a blank on Jaime Herrera Beutler. She was the incumbent that had lost MAGA because she voted in favor of Trump's second impeachment. So you had 2 others come in challenging her, Joe Kent, and I don't remember right off the name of the other person, each trying to be more MAGA than the other, And there was such infighting between the supporters of those three during the primaries that it was pretty much guaranteed whoever came out of that the winner, the supporters of the other two were not going to support them. And that's exactly how it played out. Party basically ate itself from within in that election. It was interesting to watch. If you're into political psychology or voter psychology, that was an interesting one to watch. So we'll see where this thing with Kent goes out. Now, just because he said he would be willing to testify in the Tyler Robinson trial doesn't mean he will. But I can't imagine the defense would pass up this opportunity to bring him in and just present, just for the possibility of reasonable doubt, because that's what you're going for. Which raises the other question. Kent has said he would be willing to, but if they asked him to, would he actually do it? That's a completely different thing. It's one thing to say it on a podcast or a news interview. It's another thing to actually do it. So I wouldn't really expect him to take oath in court and do this, but nothing today is surprising anymore.